Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Irtiza Hussain Khan, and in this presentation, I will talk you about DLP project. First of all, the question is that what is the meaning of the symbol DLP? DLP means digital light processing, and I will talk about digital light processing and its future application. First of all, I will talk you about the outlines of this topic. Number 1, introduction. Number 2, history of evolution. Number 3, basic components of DLP. Number 4, how DLP works. Number 5, pixel structure of digital micro mirror device cell. Number 6, advantages and disadvantages. Number 7, applications. Number 8, conclusion. Number 9, future roadmap. Number 10, references. Introduction. Number 1, digital light processing is a display technology developed by Texas Instruments. Number 2, it is based on an optical semiconductor called a digital micro mirror device, which uses mirrors made of aluminum to reflect light to make the picture. DMD can be combined with the image processing memory, a light source, and optics to form a DLP system capable of projecting images with better color fidelity and consistency than current technology. It provides all digital projection displays that offer superior picture quality in terms of resolution, brightness, and contrast. History of innovation. Mean history of invention. Number 1, DMD was invented in 1987 by Dr. Larry Hornbeck of Texas Instruments. Number 2, in 1993 it named the new technology DLP and formed a separate group of developed commercial display applications. Firstly, DMD cells were also known as DLP, or DLP was also known as DMD cell. Then, with the passage of time, its name changed and put the name DLP project. Number 3, in 1994, TI Texas Instruments Company demonstrated DLP projectors for the first time. Number 4, since 2000, several DLP technology based products such as projectors, HD TVs, instant theater, etc. were introduced. Why DLP? The traditional CRT projectors. The question is that what is CRT? The CRT projector is a video projector that uses a small, high brightness cathode ray tube as the image generating element. So, number 1, the traditional CRT projectors have RGB tubes, mean cathode ray tubes, which makes the entire cabinet bulky. Number 2, the LCD projectors used LCD lights gates for projecting, which introduces pixelation effect. Number 3, in order to overcome all the drawbacks of previous techniques, DLP was developed. Components required for DLP. Number 1, light source. Number 2, color wheel. Number 3, DMD. Number 4, memory. Number 5, projection lens and screen. How DLP works. Number 1, it digitally manipulates the light to produce film like all digital images. Number 2, DLP integrates a projection lamp and an electronic video signal from a source, and the processed light produces an all digital picture. You can see in the image how DLP works. You can see in the image sharpening lens, color filter, DMD cells, and other things. Now I will talk you about DLP projector internal structure. DLP accepts analog or digital signals which is converted into an entire picture frame video signal through processing. Chip models of DLP. On the left side you can see single chip model 1, number On the right side you can see 3 chip model. On left side 1 chip DLP projection you can see, and on the right side 3 chip DLP projection. In 1 chip DLP system, it uses a projection lamp to pass white light through a color wheel that sends red, green, blue color to the DMD chip. Mean that in 1 chip model, 1 chip DLP projection, there is a color wheel that pass the white light and then show a red, blue, green colors emerge in emerge form on a DMD chip. But on the other side, if we see 3 chip DLP projection, they when we pass the white light through a prism, it creates a separate red, green, and blue light beams. Each beam to send to their respective red, green, and blue DMD chip to process the image for display on screen. So, 3 chip model DLP projection is better than 1 chip DLP projection. Advantages: number 1 brighter, number 2 sharper, number 3 versatile, number 4 reliable. Brighter because it brings more light from lamp to screen. Sharper as it can produce the closest mirror image of an incoming video resolution. Versatile DLP projectors are small and lightweight. Number 4 reliable, it is capable of recreating the source material. Disadvantages: the only real disadvantages of DLP projector is the rainbow effect. The rainbow effect, often referred to as RBE, is a effect that has some people seeing flashes of red, green, and blue. This is caused by eye or brain dealing with the effects of projectors using high speed spinning color filter wheels. Since a color wheel is needed for this to occur, the only types of projectors affected are DLP projectors, since they are single chip devices and require a color wheel to add color. This is the main disadvantages of DLP projector. Mean rainbow effect. It is only and all depends on a human on what factor they can see with the DLP projector. LCD versus DLP projectors. Now you can see the differentiate between LCD and DLP, and I will differentiate briefly to about LCD and DLP. First of all, I will discuss you about LCD. LCD projector tends to produce more saturated colors and sharper images, but DLP projectors typically offer deeper blacks and higher contrast. Number 2 of LCD. LCD projectors operate by shining lights through transparent LCD cells, and DLP projectors operate by reflecting light through mirrors placed in the form of matrix over a DMD devices. Applications: DLP television. Digital light processing television is a technology that uses one or sometimes three electronic chips called digital micromirror devices or DMD cell to produce a vivid picture with the high contrast radio on a high, to the high contrast ratio on a high definition large screen TV. Conclusion: as compact discs revolutionized the audio industry, DLP will revolutionize the video projection. Number 2, based on the reflected light produced by multiple mirrors, DLP creates a final link to display visual information. The future roadmap, I will talk you about future roadmap of DLP projector is that DLP projector will be more helpful in businesses, and with the passage of time scientists and developers are likely more to discover even more uses for the DMD and DLP technology in the future. And in this slide you can see the references of about all these topics, so you can easily search about all these on internet. And at the end, if you have any question about all these topics, you can ask me question easily. Jazakallah.